All right, what's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday to you guys, February 2nd, 2022. There's a lot of twos today. Anyway, QQQ, Google, let's talk about it. What's going on in the market? So, obviously, overnight, Google's stock split announcement had a tremendous effect on the overall market and sentiment, obviously. So, Google here in the pre market, 3016, hit an all time high of 3060. In the pre-market just a few hours ago, and now a little bit of pullback. So what's expected at Bell today? Well, I don't know. Let's see. This is going to gap up pretty hard on the daily chart here, and past it's going to break past this trend line resistance real quick. It might even come back down and test it. We don't know, but for sure, if you got Google calls, you should be selling those pretty close at the bell, just lock in the profit. So we got 2,800 weekly calls, so they should open approximately 300, 400%. So that is a nice gain, my friend. So now, will Google, AMD, carry QQQ today? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little bit of mixed bag, personally speak, in my personal opinion, because you can't rely on just a couple of companies to carry the overall market sentiment. And even if there's great market sentiment, those likely shift very quickly. Okay, you still have a lot of fear and uncertainty about the future of the markets as well, right? You still have March rate hikes. Now, I do believe today we'll be consolidating mostly on the QQQ, probably back into areas where we were yesterday. I don't think it's going to pop over 380, 400, obviously. But the charts are looking pretty darn good. I think we might, it hit about 370, 371 in the pre-market. And that's where the moving average 21 is on my daily chart here. This is a 34 and 50 cloud. So, we'll see how it opens up. I do obviously expect a little bit of pullback at the bell, and we'll see where it lands us today. You probably want to pay attention to PayPal today. PayPal is at 142, major gap down here. Going back into the chart, you can see that there is a gap to be filled down to the 129 area, right about here. If you can see my screen here, there's a gap here. So it's trying to avoid this gap. And if the markets kind of pull back more today, then you can probably see this gap fill. So there could be a put opportunity here. Let's go over to AMD, of course. AMD doing okay with about 130 bucks in the pre-market. They beat on earnings and apparently good guidance. Hey, looking pretty good for a possible run up. If these gains hold, then you can see it run up a little bit more today. So those are things I'm paying attention today. And of course, let's talk about SPY, man, 452. So I want to talk about also the Elliott wave structure and the wave 5 count. So now that we're up here, this completely negates any wave 4 or wave 5, I believe, in my personal opinion. But some people will argue that there's more room on the upside before the wave 5. So if we consider this the wave 4, I don't know. I think if you come up to about 457, or even let's say 2 weeks ago, this January 20th highs, then it completely negates the wave 4 structure. So it doesn't obey by the Elliott wave theory. But we'll see. Maybe finally this is the pullback that we need, even after Google announcements and whatnot. But here's the thing: we do have Facebook today. Right? We made a platform, so whatever name they're going by these days. So Facebook is up today. They do report earnings as well. So this could be another type of day where everything kind of jumps up and down and it goes sideways, just like yesterday, and then spike towards the end of the day. It could be one of those situations where people are anticipating good earnings on FB. But the biggest one is to watch for Amazon tomorrow. As I mentioned, I've been talking about this all week. The Amazon obviously moved up with Google, but not only that, I mean, there could be, I'm not saying it's true. I'm not going to play it necessarily for it, but the rumor is that they will split their stock too. If they do, that'll be huge for Amazon. I could see probably another Google type 200, 300 point move on Amazon. So keep an eye on Amazon over the next 24 hours. I probably will dabble in the earnings tomorrow. So anyway, that's all I got today. I will see you guys tomorrow.